Hi, I'm Lida Zlatic. I'm one of the founders and the CEO of ClassTracks. ClassTracks is a blended learning solution for the foreign language classroom. It allows teachers to offload the drilling of vocabulary so they can focus on communicative lessons. If you had asked me a year ago what I thought of entrepreneurship, I would probably have said, oh, greedy people who don't actually, want to contribute to society. So I would say that was my background with entrepreneurship. I was really, really opposed to it. I didn't want to be an entrepreneur. My mom, I majored in classics undergrad, and my mom really wanted me to major in business, not because she thought I would make more money, but because she thought I would be better at it. In fact, I'm terrible at ancient Greek. And my mom kept saying, you should just take one business class. And I just refused, and I was wrong. Mom always knows best, I guess. There's a lot of research out there about the benefits of learning other languages. I mean, sort of from the most practical, there are job opportunities if you can communicate in another language, but also more hard to see things. Kids that learn a second language tend to do better in math, for example. They tend to do better in their own language, so they write better in English, for example. It's been shown that there is some correlation between a delayed onset of dementia and being bilingual. So there are a lot of things that I think people are still looking into and trying to figure out what's causing the correlation. But I think we know, and we've known, I think, for hundreds of years, that learning another language makes you more intelligent, just the act of learning it, not even the act of being able to speak it successfully, but the act of sitting down and trying to learn it. That struggle and trying to understand how someone else might think in a way that's totally different than the way you think. The thing that's difficult for ed tech companies, and we're no exception to that, is getting districts on board. So I think we're not having too much trouble getting teachers to try it, but what would really be huge for us is if a big district said, yeah, we're willing to give this a chance. So we've been talking to DC public schools, and they're excited about it, but district sales just take a really, really long time. So having a district like DC or Baltimore say, yeah, let's give it a shot for a year and see what happens, that would be really huge for us. We've been bootstrapping since we started, and the business model is charging teachers directly because the process for getting districts to pay takes so long, and there's no way that we could bootstrap for 2 years while we were waiting for districts to make up their mind. So we're starting by charging teachers, and it's not cheap. We're asking for $99 per year. But a lot of teachers are able to pay that out of their departmental budgets. And we've talked to teachers in Baltimore who are willing to just write the check from their own personal finances. And that's something I would have done when I was teaching, but I didn't know, whether I was a crazy individual or if there were really other teachers that felt that way about technology. And it turned out, I can't say that it turned out that there are lots of teachers because we haven't talked to lots of teachers yet, but of the teachers that we've talked to, overwhelmingly they've been willing to pay. Teachers spend money on their classroom, and foreign language teachers don't have as many options. I think in English as a native language, in regular English classes, teachers have a million options, and the district has already bought 5 different ones for them. So that might be a more difficult model. But like I said, in foreign language, we're seeing selling direct to teachers. I think private school is a really great place for this to get started because they have more flexible budgets, but we're really interested in working with public schools. That's where my co-founders and I work. Just from an equity standpoint, we don't want to build a tool only for private schools. We want to build a tool that helps everyone. In the long run, there are definitely other applications outside of foreign language, but that's where my co-founder and I have experience. We wanted to really target that first. It's a market that's not being served. It's a market that we know well. So we definitely wanted to start with foreign language. I think we see a really clear path to doing English as a second or other language, and I think it could also be used for other subjects. But we're sort of wary of getting spread too thin and trying to do too many things at once.